All right, we are getting some breaking news right now. ABC News has just confirmed that Sean Diddy Combs was arrested tonight in New York City.
Breaking news as we come on the air. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs arrested in a New York City hotel by federal agents with Homeland Security investigations.
Breaking news now. Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs is now in federal custody after being arrested last night in Midtown.
They finally got the diddler. All booty holes are safe now. All booty holes are safe. Yeah, y'all ain't got to worry. They locked his ass up. They locked his ass up. Now, all jokes aside, I kind of feel bad. And the reason I feel bad is because a lot of people looked up to this man. A lot of people looked up to this man. But see, that's why you shouldn't idolize nobody. Because you don't know what nobody doing behind closed doors. Yeah, it's some freaky niggas out here. It's some freaky niggas out here. It's sad though, man. He was a black mogul. He was a black mogul. A billionaire going to jail. One thing about it, he can have all the freak offs he wanted now. Yeah, they will be happy to get, some of them will be happy to get their cheeks clapped. Yeah, he can just say, I'll put some money on your books if you let me clap them cheeks. Yeah, he can get all the cheeks he wanted now. But this sad, man. The downfall of the diddler. Brother Love. Oh, you gonna get all the love you want now? All the love you want.
We are expecting to learn new details today following the arrest of Sean Diddy Combs in New York City as he's expected to be arraigned this morning. Eyewitness News reporter Irene Cruz here in studio with the latest. Irene.
Yeah, Rachel, this case marks one of the biggest takedowns of one of the most prominent producers in hip-hop history. Sean Diddy Combs will face a judge today and learn the charges against him at that arraignment. The hip-hop mogul faces a number of sexual assault allegations. He was arrested at a Manhattan hotel lobby late last night. He's been indicted by a federal grand jury. The allegations of sexual assault, physical violence, and human trafficking have been piling up over the last few months. Combs has denied these claims, but did apologize after footage surfaced in the spring. The graphic video showing Combs assaulting then-girlfriend Cassie Ventura. Now, back in March, Homeland Security raided his homes in LA and Miami at the same time. Investigators seized electronics. Combs has been in a number of civil suits since the early 1990s, and ABC News now weighing in on this federal case.
We know that when they raided his homes, they were looking for electronic evidence. According to many of the plaintiffs in the civil lawsuits, allegations he denies, but he kept extensive records in the form of video that while these things were going on, he was recording with his phone.
Combs' lawyer has responded in a statement saying, in part, he is an imperfect person, but he is not a criminal. To his credit, Mr. Combs has been nothing but cooperative with this investigation, and he voluntarily relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Now, federal prosecutors will move to unseal the indictment today, and we are expecting to hear more from them at that time.
You know what's funny? Everybody trying to act like they so sharp. All the news reporters, social media. Y'all been hearing these rumors since the 90s. I know I've been hearing these rumors about Diddy since the 90s. We in 2024. Wherever is smoke is fire. And I heard that boy got them booty holes on fire. Yeah, with that ketamine. Yeah, that pink cocaine. He been doing this. Why y'all trying to act like y'all so shy? Y'all knew he was doing this. Y'all knew he was doing this. He knew what he was doing. He don't need to go to court today to hear what charges they got against him. He know what he was doing. The question is, was it consensual? Because they trying to say he used force on some people. That's the question. Was it consensual? Or was they just on the pink cocaine and they didn't feel nothing? But stop acting like y'all so shocked. Y'all know Diddy been doing this for years. Man, check out these charges, though.
That used the business empire he controlled to carry out criminal activity, including sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and the obstruction of justice. Let me say a little bit more about the charges. The indictment alleges that Combs abused and exploited women and other people for years, and in a variety of ways. As alleged, Combs used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims to engage in extended sexual performances with male commercial sex workers. some of whom he transported or caused to be transported over state lines. Combs allegedly planned and controlled the sex performances, which he called freak-offs, and he often electronically recorded them. The freak-offs sometimes lasted days at a time, involved multiple commercial sex workers, and often involved a variety of narcotics, such as ketamine, ecstasy, and GHB, which Combs distributed to the victims to keep them obedient and compliant. As alleged, when Combs didn't get his way, he was violent, and he subjected victims to physical, emotional, and verbal abuse so that they would participate in the freak-offs, and that Combs hit, kicked, threw objects at, and dragged victims, at times by their hair. On one occasion in March of 2016, that conduct was captured on video and later reported in the media. Specifically, Combs kicked, dragged, and threw a vase at a victim in a Los Angeles hotel when the victim was attempting to flee. As alleged, these assaults often resulted in injuries to the victims, which took days or weeks to heal. In addition to the violence, the indictment alleges that Combs threatened and coerced victims to get them to participate in the freak-offs. He used the embarrassing and sensitive recordings he made of the freak-offs as collateral against the victims. And the indictment alleges that he maintained control over the victims in several ways, including by giving them drugs, by giving and threatening to take away financial support or housing, by promising them career opportunities, by monitoring their whereabouts, and even by dictating their physical appearance. Because of all of this, the indictment alleges that the victims did not believe they could refuse Combs without risking their security or facing more abuse. The indictment also alleges other acts of violence undertaken by Combs and others, including violence against witnesses to his abuse, kidnapping, and arson. The indictment alleges that on more than one occasion, Combs carried or brandished firearms to intimidate and threaten victims and witnesses. Now, Combs did not do this all on his own. As I mentioned, Combs has been charged with RICO conspiracy.
Come to the front of the room, brother love. You a sick man. You need some help. If any of these things are true, you need some help. Yeah, you need Jesus. You need some help. You need a hug. What's wrong with you? Who did this to you? Somebody had to do this to you. They say most victims repeat the crimes that was committed against them. You need some help, man. But y'all leave it in the comments. Do y'all think P. Diddy will die in jail? Do you think he will be found guilty? Or do you think he'll be found innocent? Y'all let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel. I will keep y'all up to date on the Diddy news. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. I will be reacting to any Diddy news.